statement from Coach, and then we'll go into questions for coach and players.
Yeah, what an impressive day for the Trojans. I mean, of course, we were in here hours ago talking about the Miami win, and I just, I love the way our guys acted after it. I understand it could be cliche for any coach to get up here and say, hey, when job's not finished, we're not satisfied. But we weren't. It wasn't a lot of, we told them to enjoy it for a little bit, but there wasn't screw around in those cages while we were getting some AC, changing, getting ready for this thing. They had a real focus, and I think the play certainly spoke to that. And you knew Florida was going to try to give a punch even as the game got obviously widely separated. They were going to give some punches, but we certainly had expanded enough and trusted the guys, especially, Matt there the last 2 innings. We knew he wasn't going to give them anything free. And in those type of scenarios, that's what you must do. So really proud of the guys. Obviously very proud of the two guys sitting here next to me. They were awesome, but it was definitely a team effort of all 33 guys that were in uniform today.
Coach, what was working so well for you guys against Liam? I mean, he's one of the top pitchers in college baseball, and you guys had him pretty early.
Yeah, I mean, the guys just stuck to the plan, and I think that, just an opinion maybe on this, but, we talked about limiting some reps in the morning, limiting what we did before so that we stayed really twitched up. And, our strength coach who filled in literally 6 days before the year, Adam, has done an incredible job keeping these guys strong. I mean, obviously, I don't really look as good in the part as sitting next to these two at 6'4", 228 and 6 foot 201 here, but being strong matters. That's been our DNA in my time, and certainly we were rewarded with some of those balls that we hit. But I think the biggest part was we grinded too. There was walks in there. We didn't get out of character. I just thought we were incredibly locked in, and the results followed.
What's it say about this team, knowing that backs are against the wall, you guys to come out here and put on the show that you guys did today?
I mean, we've been saying it for a long time, and I don't say that to not, honor your question. It's just, this is what we've been. I've been saying it a long time. I speak about it a lot, and maybe I get flack for it, but if you don't understand what our culture is, then you just don't understand what that 7-letter word means. And our guys are going to absolutely fight, but we keep it about the Trojans. Everything that we do, good or bad, it's about us. And certainly there was a lot of good these last 3 games, don't get me wrong, but our guys are going to absolutely fight. And when you challenge them, they do rise up. We are not we love each other, right? But we also know how to rise people up, and competing can be ugly, right? Like sometimes you got to raise things to another level, and I think a lot of our guys, what they found, and I can't totally, speak for these two guys, because they're certainly different personalities too. All of our guys are, and we give them freedom to be who they are, but sometimes you find that what you think is the best version of yourself is not. And, I think that goes for everybody, but for us, we've had a lot of guys that I think have found a different place in their psyche that makes them the best version of themselves. And whatever it takes to do that, we're going to do. And the guys really have answered the bell really through the second half of the entire season. Obviously, today was a bit of a shining moment, but this isn't the first rodeo that we've been in like this.
What was that 6th inning like if you guys just scored 9 runs and just feel the game swing in that inning?
I mean, you certainly don't have that on your bingo card. I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, you hope things like that happen or whatever, but, hope's not a great strategy. But our guys just executing and impacting the baseball is. And, yeah, it was awesome, but you just never feel like it's enough. And I think that was probably the most important aspect of what our guys did. They continued to stay the process. And, like a Jay Boroff, like he wasn't trying to hit him run. He was just trying to stay flat and keep his, head from going up. But fortunately, when he does, it tends to be a home run. His numbers would certainly allude to that. So, yeah, I mean, look, we're going to have a big inning tomorrow, not to get ahead of ourselves, but you're going to have to. I mean, everyone sees these scores going on. It's hard to pitch right now, so you got to keep going, but you got to have guys on the mound that just attack and assault the strike zone. If you have that, then you'll be in a good place at the end of ball games.
And then to beat Miami and Florida today, just how much confidence does that give you guys going into tomorrow?
I don't know if our guys necessarily need the confidence per se, the gauntlet that we've played, but I think we're as prepared as we can be. I mean, obviously you're going to win on the field or lose on the field tomorrow in terms of like what happens, but they're going to be unafraid. Okay, like I know everybody's narrative wanted to talk about the, number 1 and number 6 schedule and all that kind of stuff. That's fine. We have really good players who compete their tails off, and they play for Troy University, and it's a great program. Our guys we have great kids, and they're willing to put it on the line. And if people put it on the line, then you can live with what happens in ball games, and that's all that we, as coaches, heck, I'm sure if you ask the other 307 Division I coaches in the country, that's all that they could ask for, and our guys really do that each and every day.
Houston, did you realize you were a triple short of the cycle today?
I didn't until one of my teammates told me, but just wanted to stay with the approach, not even look at the scoreboard, not even think about 4 for 4, just trying to put a good swing and get my pitch.
What has this weekend been like for you? Just again, like Coach said, backs against the wall, and you guys are showing up in big moments.
It's been an exciting weekend, just to see some of the best teams in the country and to be able to compete against them. It's just great, and it's great to do it with these guys that are in the dugout. Me and Jimmy, we were roommates, so we talk about this all the time, just sitting on the couch watching TV. It's like, man, that could be us, or that's going to be us. So, we just stick to the plan.
What's working so well for you at the plate, having homers coming into the postseason? Now you got 3, you got 2 today.
Just staying with the approach that, we get before games. Coach Wolgamott and Coach Feynman, who's been filling in, has just been, just telling us to stay with the same approach that we've been working with since day one. So just try to find the approach and just try to stay smooth.
Jimmy, you added to your home run total, and now 19 on the year. I mean, what's working so well right now for you? What'd you see on those homers?
I mean, just like Cody said, sticking to the approach. I was kind of on time for the fastball every at bat I had, and then changeup came, and I saw it good, and I put a good swing on it.
We asked Florida this last night because of how they played against Miami, scoring 22, about flushing it to get ready for tomorrow. So same question for you guys after such a hot day today with 2 wins. How do you guys kind of put this in the back of your minds to get ready for, it's win in advance or your season's over after tomorrow?
I think the guys are well aware of that, but I think if you really dig down what this team and these guys have been through, I mean, look, think about what a Coop Ellingworth did today, right? Like, I mean, he was incredible, didn't walk anyone, attacked the zone, and he's had some moments that he wishes went another way. Like this guy, and I think it shows when you have real character, right? This guy had some struggles during the year, right? And we have had, 3 outfielders that are all perform, and sometimes unfortunate things happen, but this guy stayed the course and stayed like steady with his head, and the game has absolutely rewarded him, right? And he didn't try to do more. Like he said, he just stayed simple in his approach. Home runs have happened to come from that, but that's because momentum's a powerful thing. But I could go down the list of all of our guys, like, they've all gone through stuff. And because of that, I don't think they're going to get too high or too low or feel as if, like, there's bigger ramifications. Like, we've been the same way since, I think, May 2nd, when we repurposed the things in our program that were going to be our focal points. And so I just think it shows, like, the real character of many of guys. And like I said, I mean, I don't want to waste a lot of people's time, but, guys like him and Coop who have had moments where they're like, you're going to have doubt, right? I don't want to totally speak for it, but maybe you have some doubt of like, hey, how's this going to work out for me? But then when you like answer that, but I think it makes it so much sweeter. I just really do. And heck, I know for me as a coach, you sit there when you go through some struggles during the season and you say, hey, but this is going to put us in a position to be our best in May when it matters the most. Sometimes, even if you're someone like me who's overtly confident, you're going to have that one minuscule aspect of it, especially in this game that's so hard with baseball. I think that makes a day like today sweeter, but we will not be satisfied. We know what 6:06 tomorrow night is, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Coach, how do you think your pitching is set up for tomorrow? Do you have an idea at all of how things might play out for you guys, arm-wise?
No. I don't know. My college coach my last year, Coach Mack, Coach McDonald, Louisville. Not that you guys would know who I played for last year, but Coach McDonald, obviously one of the best of the best of the best. And I happened to check my watch, and he sent me a text, and he did this to us in a regional final that happened to have Miami, and then we had to go on and play another team. But he said just line the pitchers up in the bullpen and see who raises their hand. And If it's from Coach Mack, who's been to Omaha a million times, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do it on the bus tonight. But what I would tell you is I believe deep down, I think these guys would all raise their hands. And that's all that you can ask. They're willing to serve this university, serve their teammates, and put it on the line. If you do that, I can absolutely live with it. And so maybe tomorrow, hopefully I can tell you how the straw poll went.
Any final questions? Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. Good job, boys.